Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here joined with Kelisha Pigott. I'm going to have a beautiful conversation because talk about what we're celebrating today with her. So good morning to you. This Youth Leadership Summit. Lord, let me ask you. So how do you feel when you learned that you were selected amongst the final 100 out of 5,000 applicants to the UNESCO Youth Program?
You sure you want to know how I felt?
I want to know. That's why I'm asking.
If you were in that position, how do you think you would feel?
Out of
5,000.
Boss, look, over special. But I feel like I just got knighted. All sorts of things. I'll skip whatever meal I'm planning to eat.
So blessed.
Cause the joy will fill my stomach with this. Oh man.
I can't remember where I was exactly when I got the news, but I can tell you I felt super blessed. I felt honored, grateful, like all the positivity that you can ever possibly think about that was going through my veins. Like, I was speechless for a good hour or so. I started crying.
So what inspired you to create a project focused on teaching youths about waste management?
So the inspiration, my apologies, comes from our student community service program. So as you know, we have our bins in school where we're teaching students to recycle, volunteer, and tree plant. With that, yes, there's a small impact there. In the beginning, they didn't care about mixing the garbage with the recyclables. But after a period of time, so I've been with Good Humans for 2.5 years now, and seeing the changes in the students, and not only that, with my daughter as well, because in her preschool, she's also recycling.
That's beautiful.
So the fact that we can be able to make an impact with just so small to fifth form is amazing. The fact that we are able to divert over 1 million contents from the landfill is amazing. But not just to divert them, but what can we possibly do with them? And there's so much stuff that we can do with recyclables. So with my inspiration, I wanted to more tap into our youths today, because there are times where I go to the supermarket and students from different schools will see me and say, "Hi, Miss Pigott, we're recycling and we're doing everything with disability." So just imagine if we can, they're already passionate about it, we're encouraging them to do it. How can we continue that role?
And why is it important for you to do this, to start this journey, this project?
Because change matters. And at the end of the day, yes, we're here today. And if we don't do something about it now, what is going to happen to our future? What is going to happen to the youth who are passionate about environment or about recycle? How about waste in general? How can we help them to understand it properly so that they know, okay, this is something that I really want to do?
Let's talk about some of the challenges, because I'm sure you had challenges. What are some of the challenges that you want to tackle, especially within the community, especially within the country?
So
that you must. I guess when you see some things, you say some nice choice words to yourself.
So some of the challenges we have is that I find that we needed to be more educated about it in a earlier stage, because as adults, yes, we know that we can't litter, but then that doesn't mean that they know about the separating. So, you know, we have recyclables, and then after we have waste. With waste, we can actually turn it into composting, but because we weren't really taught at a younger age, like it's very challenging to to teach them to say, hey, we're going to try to start to recyclable now at this age, because we are already accustomed to, see a garbage bin? I will throw everything in there instead of separating. So that's one of my challenges. The second challenge is like mostly continuing with our school tour. We are facing some challenges with that, but the fact that we are now able to be on social media, students are able to see what we are trying to accomplish and willing to be a part of it, but also we're not trying to interrupt them from other learning sessions like in school and these kind of stuff. So yes, we want them to be a part of it, but one thing we're not going to do is interrupt them from their education.
And how do you want this project to influence them?
So with influencing, we're hoping that we can continue doing what we're doing, and probably with our volunteering session, students are encouraged to reach out to their teachers and let them know, and or the principal, and they will send us an email so that they can be a part of it. So in that way, once we are able to accomplish our goals, be able to post on social media frequently, they will be able to see, they will be able to be a part of it, and for them to do that, they can also volunteer their time.
So how does the project support the environmental goals of UNESCO now?
Okay.
I think this is the question they waited at.
So the project supports UNESCO by sustainability, youth impact, and financial literacy. So in my project, I'm teaching students from kindergarten to fifth form. It gives a general breakdown, stage by stage or step by step, in different modules. So for kindergarten, our little green hands, we are doing more of a cartoon interactive content, and then for fifth formers, we're teaching them about the policies and the laws and how they can become good leadership. So I'm hoping with doing my contents, I'm able to partner with the National Solid Waste and CBH, because when it comes to the policies, they're the one who, and healthy as well, they're the one who is in that bracket where they can more give them a better understanding than what I have. So in that way, from little green hands to our eco leaders, they'll be able to understand and interpret or even use their innovation for change.
Now, before we go, what message would you like to share with other young leaders who wants to create positive environmental change?
So my message to everyone will be, everyone, even if you're not a leader, you're thinking about it, the fact that the thought is in your mind, keep pushing, be consistent, and one day your prayers will be answered. Believe in yourself, and trust me, a lot of doors will open once you do that.
Congratulations, Kelisha,
Thank you.
and continue to do the good thing you're doing when it comes to the environment
I'm doing
and
my best.
education. On educating the little ones on waste management. You start with them, they take it home, then the parents gets it, and everybody shares it.
And everybody will share it. And especially with our younger kids, you know, once you go home, and perfect example, my daughter, as soon as she came home, she was like, Mommy, guess what I learned today? I said, what you learned? Reuse, recycle. And I said, what's the other R word? And she was so excited. So right now, well, we have been doing it from home, where we are separating our waste to also support the organization. So it's not that something that we're just saying we're teaching the students and not doing at home. So I know for a fact Joshua and Javez is definitely doing it. My daughter and myself is doing it. So just imagine she's learning that in preschool, and then coming home to say, Mommy, guess what I learned today? So just imagine from kindergarten to fifth form.
Imagine that.
You see the change? And,
Yeah.
and I know for a fact there will be a massive change in the landfill in the future.
Working on it, and that's a good start. Well, thank you once again, and congratulations to you once again. And I know we have to link with Joshua Net, especially with the flag.
The program.
The flag we want to take that picture and everything, as we say, you can lie down and do all sorts of things. But anyway, we'll get to that. But folks, stay with us. We got more coming up here on Antigua, Barbuda. Today's post-cabinet press briefing day, so we're also preparing for that right after this. We'll be back.